We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 3rd down, Penix. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's caught! And he will score! Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Falcons. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Ready? Now Willis. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's in! Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Atlanta. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Willis to throw. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's Willis. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every staff in the league that understands it, we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
To throw, here's Willis. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're...
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Penix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Falcons with the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. What can they do here on third down and 7? Again, it's Penix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Come on.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready.
Willis. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Okay, ready.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Go.
To throw is Willis. He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Throwing is Willis. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A loss of 13 yards brings up third down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Let's go now.
Throwing Willis. He'll let one go down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming.
He is in. Donald Parham. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline, and he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Penix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Ready? Ready?
Throwing, Willis. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
They send the tight end in motion.
Ready, ready?
Willis now to throw. He'll take a deep shot for down. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes, and I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience.
And he will get into the end zone. Donald Parham, touchdown Falcons.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Falcons 35, Chiefs 14.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Willis now to throw. He's got Parham, his tight end. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Chiefs 14.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Come on.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback, and I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was...
And he will go all the way. Donald Parham, touchdown Atlanta. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown.